Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for a living. My goal is to help you guys to become better traders and to help you see opportunities within the crypto markets. So please subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of the community that we are building. I hope everybody had a really good weekend. Let me just tell you, look at Bitcoin today. This is amazing. I actually woke up earlier this morning and we had a pretty good sell-off going, and I thought, that's fine. This is what we need. Let's have a nice period of consolidation and a little bit of a recovery. Even a correction would be healthy. We've gone straight up for almost a little over 10 days now. And man, look at this candle. Look what we are forming here. This is one of the most bullish candles ever. Normally you would find something like this as a reversal candle at the bottom of a decline to kind of signal a reversal. But since it's at the top, and this whole time I've shown you guys that we have these really long tails going up, and there's really no resistance happening at all. The only candle that has had any resistance was this green one here, and it was our highest candle. So what is this telling us? It's telling us that there is a lot of corporate interest, and a lot of people are just not allowing it to come down. This right here is a little bit unnatural. Look at these candles where every one of them is just a step up the stairs. There's usually, there's always ups and downs. There's always this type of activity here and there. There's always ups and downs, and you kind of have to roll with the punches a little bit. And to have a steady move upward means there is a lot of corporate buying. Anytime it tries to drop, it's bought back up. Anytime it tries to drop, it's bought back up. Can this go on forever? No. We will eventually get our period of consolidation, but that period is not yet. I knew we were going to have a lot of difficulty getting above 14,000. Revisiting this area is going to be a hard place to cross, and we are seeing that right now. But honestly, if we keep doing this and keep consolidating really tight up against it, our next breakout's going to be up, not down. So it's kind of amazing to watch. There is so much interest in Bitcoin, and it is very, very strong today. You can see, especially with us still solidly in the green zone, our 50 is pretty far away from us. That is $2,000 down below. So we have a ton of room to roam right here. One other thing I wanted to point out is that we just finished our month. If we go to monthly candles, our close was 13,816. Our highest close ever was 13,880. So we are within $70 of our best close ever. Like, these are crazy. That tells you, with the strength that we're seeing so far in November, I mean, November's early, here we are on the 2nd, but man, how easy it would be to have our all-time highest close on a monthly. So it is this kind of action right here that led me to make the video. It was at least a month ago. I said there is a chance that we could close before the end of this year at $20,000. Does this look unreasonable to any of you in December? It's not. If we had a period of consolidation in November, a candle that looked like this is completely doable. So anyway, it's amazing. It's a cool time to be following Bitcoin, you guys. You know what? Maybe I should Google Bitcoin this morning. And down the rabbit hole you go. So today we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart against the dollar price of Bitcoin. And what I'm looking for are periods in the recent past where Bitcoin price is rising and Bitcoin dominance is falling. And the reason I'm looking for that is, or even if Bitcoin dominance is flat, like if we have a period where the alts are not gaining any ground against Bitcoin, but Bitcoin price is going up, that tells us that there's a lot of money flowing into the altcoin market. And there are periods like this period right here where Bitcoin dominance was falling and the price was rising pretty substantially. This was a really good place for altcoin growth right here. This not so much. And then as the altcoin markets are falling, we had Bitcoin price spike and Bitcoin dominance fall. But over the next little section here, this was decent for alts. The question is what's going to happen with this next section of the price? Because we got Bitcoin starting to consolidate. We are rising slowly, but it's certainly a little slower than what we were doing here. And so we are entering a consolidation phase in Bitcoin. So what's going to happen with the Bitcoin dominance? And I wanted to show you something here, because this will tell us whether we're going to find a bottom in the alt markets and have a chance to make some money on alts. And I had drawn some lines not long ago. I just pointed out how we had found so many points of resistance on this here that we were likely going to find an explosion. And I initially put my target here just because the bottom of all of this is very, very easy to spot right in here. But the resolution of this, where we take the bottom of this and head up to the line, this is 3.23 points of dominance. And so if I take that same thing from the line here and go to 3.23, we have resolved this pattern. So our Bitcoin dominance chart is resolved. We hit the target that we needed to. So the question is now what happens? We definitely saw a section in here, and there's no question that there is a line here, but often when we touch a line, we retrace. So if we were to retrace 3.23 points of Bitcoin dominance down, if Bitcoin price stays level and we have dominance drop by about 3 points, that's quite a few $1 billion that'll flow into alts. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing the first little hints of altcoin bottoming coming up here soon. We're starting to see it a little bit. There were a couple that I spotted. So I did bring up Litecoin, that we're starting to find a little bit of a higher support. Look at Neo. See this teeny little, hey, we might be there. This is a very decent place to have a bottom, because look at all the support we've had in the past back in this area. So here's a spot where Neo might be turning around. There's another one that I'll show you. Pivx is kind of, it's only, these are very, very, very recent. Not even anything I would normally even point out, because there's nothing to trade off of yet. But see, here's NEM. We're starting to show a little bit of movement direction change. So we have got a flat move here, and now we're going sideways for sure. Like, this is definitely a difference. There's nothing to buy yet, and I'll explain what we're looking for. So using Neo as an example, there is whenever we see a movement that goes straight down like this, like we've had no rest, there's no rest to this at all, it takes a while to put on the brakes. Same thing when we're going up the other side. We don't just go straight up. We usually have some kind of a retracement to kind of gain some footing before we go up. When the footing crosses over itself, where our resistance flips to support, but then our resistance does not flip to support. So here we had a resistance here that never became support over here. This was our first indication that our trend was changing directions. Well, when we have a unidirectional move all the way down to here, often we're not going to see a total V-shaped move that just takes us out. So what we're watching for is we're waiting for a new level of support, which means this one's already here. This one we can pretty much say, hey, the market has taken a rest. But what we need is a move and turn back around and then establish another line of support. We're looking for number 2. We have number 1, we need number 2. Once we have this guy here, that's when we enter, because now we have confidence that there's proof in the charts that there's a direction change. Buying this right now would be rolling the dice, and that's not how we make trades. We want to make trades where we are confident that something has changed and we have a good reason to make that. Keeping our trades small and being smart is how we're going to win this game. So some good news. Keep your eyes out for others.
All right, you guys, we are almost to 1,000 subscribers, and when we get monetized, I'm going to be giving away these enviable Coinbook t-shirts, the apex of crypto fashion. So if you could comment your ideas on how I should distribute these. I'm not sure if I should give out one per day, or one to the best comment, or one per week. So give me your ideas, but I want to build this brand and expand our community.